Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I decorated my front porch door, as well as the small sitting area that I have on my front porch. I actually had some trouble with this recording and I almost decided not to upload it, but then I thought maybe somebody will get some kind of an idea from it. And so I decided that I would just upload it and it's fun, it's whimsical. Everyone loves a nice floral front porch. And so we're just gonna go with it. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And if you subscribe, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you just came by to watch and see if you would like to subscribe, thank you again as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so right here next to my front door, I just put a little table, and it's a very simple arrangement. I wanted to bring the yellow over to this area, and so I put this yellow vase right over here, and I think it's just very simple. This basket is just a little basket that I keep here so that if I have something that I want to leave for my mail carrier, like a gift of some kind, or for any of our carriers, like a little thank you gift, snacks, maybe some cold water, I will just put it right into this basket. And then this is a hydrangea plant that I purchased from Home Depot, and Home Depot has them on sale right now, 50% off. So instead of $16, they are $8, and I was really happy to find it. Now this one right here, I will be repotting. I'm just letting it get acclimated a little bit to this space right now, but I'm going to repot that, and by the end of the season, I will more than likely have this in the ground. Not sure if I'm going to keep it in a container or in the ground, but we'll see how that works out, because if I keep it in a container, I'll be able to just keep it in my greenhouse over the winter and overwinter it there, but we'll see how that works out. I still have some more research that I have to do. Then down here I have Ollie. Ollie is my owl that I have had since I've lived in this house. It has been absolute years. There is a daycare that is around the corner from us, and when the children go on their walk, what they do is they look for this owl wherever it is on the porch. And so I don't change it, I don't refurbish it or anything, because they are always looking for this owl. And so she had a hat on, it kind of fell behind her back there, and her sign used to say, "Who is it?" But now she's just all weathered, but I just don't change her. And then I just have a couple of plants down here. These pots have to fill in. This is stone crop, and two types of stone crop, and then I have a hosta in the back, and it's a small hosta plant, but that right there will fill in and green out, but that's just, it was overwintered in the greenhouse. And then over here, these are some of the bulbs that I planted. The tulip bulbs, they're completely blown out. They're not tulipy simply because they are the greenhouse is just so hot, but I love them. I love the way they look. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. And then up here, I just have a beautiful fern from Trader Joe's, and it's nice and long. They are only $11 there. For this very same size, they have them in the Home Depot for $20, but in Trader Joe's, they are $20. I know she won't be able to stay here very long because it is entirely too hot and sunny out here for her to stay here and not get scorched. But I am looking forward to her just floating around my yard, finding the perfect space for herself. So now let's get over into decorating the side sitting area. Okay, so these are some of the items that I'm going to be including in my front deco. Obviously, these are two items that I've shared with you before, that I had plants in, that I purchased plants that were in these pots, and I thought it was going to be perfect. And then I went into Five Below and I found this incredibly beautiful throw. I use these throws as area rugs on my decks because it's easy for me to wash them in my washing machine. Whereas if it's something that is designed to be a carpet, they do not wash as well in my washer. And so these are just 100% cotton. So I just pick them up maybe once a week, once every week and a half, and I just wash them. And it's been working out for me that way. So that's what I use. And then I have this Dracaena, this dragon tree. This was my propagation that I had off of that. I want to try to use this on my front porch, but I'm not sure if it's going to stay on my front porch. Right now it is fine, but I have complete and full range sun on my front porch area, so I'm not sure if this one right here will survive out there. Okay, and then I have this stack of plates that I just thought would be a nice little breakup of the yellow. And since I have this beautiful pair that I'm going to use out there, I thought I would break up the yellow with these plates right here. I love those plates, but somehow or another they got chipped, and so I don't use them in my kitchen, so I thought that I would just use them to decorate outside. And then I found some coleus seeds that I am going to be planting. This is a variety pack, and I'm really excited about this because I brought my coleus out to my greenhouse and it was too hot in there for my coleus, and it just literally cooked, and it was in the time that I was sick, and so I didn't see it. So I have some coleus seeds that I am going to be planting today. And then I have a beautiful butterfly that my neighbor made for me out of repurposed they're horseshoes. They're old horseshoes, and he repurposed it and made it into a butterfly, and so of course it matches my theme, so I'll be putting that out there. Okay, and then outside, these are the things that I have in bloom right now. I have this Anouk lavender, and I've had this from last year. These are in containers. Both of these plants are in containers. And the lavender, I will definitely be moving to my front porch. It's in my driveway right now, but I'm going to be moving it to my front porch, and because that is a full sun type of a plant. But the Happy Pink Peony is not full sun, it's part sun. So I will definitely have to move this over to my flower garden and give it a nice little spot that does not get complete and total full sun. So it's already starting to bloom, and so I have to make sure that I put it in the right spot. I will also be incorporating these tins. I love tins so much. I am going to ultimately, even if it's not for today, I am going to be taking these tins and I am going to fill them with rocks, and then I'm going to coat them with a shellac so that they do not rust. And then I also have this plant holder that I'm going to be putting some plants in, and I won't put the plants in them today because I don't have full sun plants that I can put out there. So I just went through the process of recording this entire process of setting up this front porch area, and I don't know what happened, but there was some kind of corruption with it, and so it didn't record. So I'm just going to give you a little tour of everything that I did. I just have one more piece that I wanted to put on there, and then I will show you exactly what I did. Okay, so this is not actually a sitting area. This is really just a staged area just for a nice front door. So it's not very practical because you can't really sit there, but it's okay. So as I mentioned to you guys, this carpet is actually a throw. It is not a carpet, but again, I just pick it up and I wash it once a week, once every week and a half, and it works out just fine. I have another one that I let sit out too long and it got little mold spots on it that didn't come out, but it is still something that is, it's still usable. It's still great, so it does work out. Obviously, I'm not going to leave these plants this way. I'm going to fill these pots in, and I'm going to put more filler plants in there, but for right now I'm just going to leave it like this, only because I don't know that the weather is going to stay happy, and so we're going to just leave it for right now. So just to come a little closer over here, these are my tulips that I planted from bulb, and I'm really excited about them. She got a little cooked over there because the greenhouse got up to 98 before I got to it this morning. So yesterday these were perfect, today they're not, but that's okay, she's still beautiful. And then over here I have my iris and daffodils, and I think this combination is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to them filling out. I think I may go and get just one more for each one of the pots, and then over here I'm going to put multiple items in here, although I may just bring out another one of my tulip pots and put it into this one. I really love the way this yellow looks against this beautiful tree bush back here. Absolutely darling. And then this plant, oh, this was a plant that I had on my back patio, and I didn't bring it in for the winter time, and so it died off, so I thought it did anyway. Then I put it into my greenhouse, and it just started thriving all over again. I think I talked about this when I shared what was in my greenhouse, but this is an amazing plant. I am definitely getting a whole bunch of these for this season so that I can have them in my yard, because it was a very inexpensive plant, but even just without flowers, it is amazing. But then you have the beauty of these flowers. Okay, then down here I put my Dracaena dragon tree, and I think this may be enough shade for it. I do want it to be out here, but so over here, I think this is absolutely so beautiful with that beautiful tree of yellow behind it. And then on this side of the yard, no, these bushes right here, this is ornamental grass. It will definitely grow up, and it's going to kind of make this area a little bit more private. And behind here, underneath that tree, this tree over here in this corner, there's going to be a little sitting area right there. I'm going to bring my benches out, and I'm going to put it into that corner with a couple of plants on it. Now, hopefully this year we will not have the problem that we had last year. In the town where I live, in one town over, we had a huge problem with spider mites in the yards. We did not get much rain, and so we had such an infestation of spider mites, and so my hostas didn't do well last year, and I do have a lot of hostas in my yard. In these pots right here, I have hostas, and I love potted hostas because they come back every year, and it's a nice, beautiful planted arrangement. And I was actually thinking about moving these this year because they don't grow to their full potential because it is so hot out here. But I think I'm going to give it another year, and I will just feed them a lot this year. Last year, I think I only gave them a feeding once. But this year, I think, especially since they are in pots, I'm going to put some worm castings around the top of them, and I'll probably do that either today or tomorrow. I'll put some, while they're just coming in and doing really well, I'm going to do that. Then I have another one down here, and she's already very, very full. And so I'm going to feed her most definitely today. And normally these right here were sitting on the front porch, but I wanted the mail carrier, who was a little bit older when I put these out here, I wanted her to be able to hold on to the other side and not have to go around it. And so now we have a new mail carrier, but we'll still leave it here because I like the way it looks. I mentioned my Anouk lavender, and this is what it looks like right now. It's starting to get its color back, and next to it I have lots and lots of the stone crop in 2 different varieties, and I have to clean this pot out. And then here is my beautiful peony bush, my happy pink peony, and you see she already has a bulb coming in, and I see something sitting on it. I hope it's not anything weird that's going to start eating her, but she needs to be fed, so I will definitely feed her, and she's not going to be sitting here. She's going to definitely get a nice shady spot in my backyard, but I can't move this myself. It is so heavy. I believe there are stones at the bottom of it to keep it grounded, so I can't move it myself.